Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I built a Figma or FigJam clone and I want to show you what I built. This is a real-time collaborative mood board. As I said, think like Figma or FigJam. 2 people, 1 board, live cursors, sticky notes, images, shapes, all syncing instantly. But here is the real story. I didn't write the code and I didn't set up a single server. I described it and Claude Code built and deployed the whole thing in Zerops from inside Zerops, and that's something that I would like to show you today. Normally you build on your laptop, then fight with the deployment, but this time it was the opposite. Zerops gives you a control plane container called ZCP that lives inside your project, and Claude Code runs inside ZCP right next to the database, cache, and storage, so it can provision services, write code, deploy and test all without leaving the platform. And I mentioned Claude Code, but it's not only that, it's also Codex, anti-gravity, etc. But I'm using Claude Code, so that's why my example is most toward this direction. From one prompt, it provisions 8 services in the project. We have an app for Node and TypeScript WebSocket server, the real-time brain, 1 room per board. Then we have the web, which is Vue3 and Vite, and this is the canvas you actually see and click. We also have the database, so for my case it was PostgreSQL, so it remembers every board and every element. We also have the cache, and this time we have Valkey and threads, so it makes real-time fast and scalable. The object storage, which holds uploaded images and exported PNGs, and the worker, so it renders the PNG and exports it in the background. Each of these got a dev and a stage pair automatically, a dev sandbox to build in, and a stage version that stays live for this video and maybe even more. Let's go service by service, and first the database. The key idea: the database is the source of truth and live updates are just the fast layer on top. Now the cache is doing 2 very different jobs. This is where it gets interesting. So the first job, pub and sub, fan out. Every cursor move and edit gets published to Valkey, and every app instance broadcasts it. So that means you can run multiple copies to the app and they will stay in sync. And the second job is present. So who's online, their name, color, and cursor position, stored with a short expiry TTL. Close your tab and within seconds you disappear from everyone's avatar bar. No cleanup code needed. The data just expires. In testing, the 2 users were literally connected to 2 different copies of the app, and they will saw each other's cursors. That only works because Valkey is fanning the messages out between them. That's horizontal scaling for free. Next, object storage, the S3 style bucket. But I never created a bucket or pasted an access key. Zerops wired the credentials into the app automatically. And when you hit export, we don't make you wait. That's the work here. The app drops a job into the caches and returns immediately. A separate worker service picks it up, redraws the entire board into PNG server side, and saves it to storage. You get back a shareable link and it renders in about a second. This is the heavy work of the request path pattern, and Zerops made the worker just another service that shares the same database and storage. So how did the building part work? This is the part I want you to see. We have Bootstrap, auto wiring, live editing, deploy, and verify. For the first part, the Bootstrap, I described the stack. ZCP planned the 8 services and provisioned them in one sort. That's it. Regarding auto-wiring, database, cache, and storage credentials were injected as environment variables, so zero secrets handled by me. And then we have the live editing. The dev containers mount straight into the workspace, so Claude edited code that's already running in the cloud. And regarding deployment, well, one command pushes dev to stage, and the stage URLs are what you are watching now. And by the way, you will also find it in the description box. And then regarding verify, ZCP literally opened a browser, checked the page rendered, confirmed two users could see each other, and opened the exported PNG to confirm it looked right. It didn't just write the code, it tested its own work in a real browser before calling it done. Every real-time feature is powered by our own services, no third-party syncs us. The database, cache, and storage are the product. So that's the full stack, multiplayer, horizontally scalable app, built and deployed by an AI agent living inside the cloud platform itself. If you want to try Zerops and ZCP, you will find the link in the description box. Drop a comment with what I should build next, and I will try to implement it. Thanks for watching!